Yo, what's up? If you can, make sure you subscribe, like, and most importantly, share. Okay, so the reason being is because when I first posted up my first couple videos, I was really adamant about looking at my percentages because I was trying to make great content where people will watch it all the way through. But I noticed that a lot of the times I was getting the down arrow with 30%, 40% view, and that made me feel discouraged. You know what I mean? It made me feel very discouraged. It didn't make me feel good as a person because I felt like people was not resonating with my content. But as I posted more videos, I kind of found out, okay, that's not always the case. Just because you have low view ratings doesn't mean your content isn't good or great, And I kind of found out that a lot of people are just tuning into your page or my page because they're very interested, and then, when they get there, they want to ruin your numbers. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't fathom that in your mind. That how could somebody be so cruel that they just want to come on your page and see what you're doing on your page? I mean, they clicked on it, didn't they? So it was something that they loved about it. So how could you click off in 30 seconds? Or whatever the case may be. Okay, the content might not resonate with them, but I don't think that's the case. I think most of the time the case is a lot of people are tuning in because they want to sabotage your channel. And they might can sabotage it for a little bit, but the more views you get, if you ever notice, the higher your percentage view rate goes up. Because when you post your content is actually good and great content. But when you got people who is just haters and they see that you get a lot of views or you got a lot of subscribers or you got a lot of likes, that envy, jealousy, and hate comes out of people. And it's for real, man. Like, you couldn't fathom that probably because you probably a good person, so you couldn't fathom somebody coming in trying to sabotage your channel by doing that. But you wouldn't believe how evil and mean these people are. You know what I mean? They don't want to see your video prosper. They don't want to see your channel prosper. So what do? Best thing to do? Oh, well, I'm going to just go in and watch this video or her video for 10 seconds, then I'm going to click off. You know what I mean? You go and you look at your percentages, but from today forth, what I need you to do is stop looking at that. Don't worry about that because the more views you get, the higher it will go up. And also, a lot of you guys, we look at that and we say, okay, they wasn't resonating with this video. What did I do wrong? Well, to me, you didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You posted up a video that you thought was legitly a great video that people would enjoy and maybe could learn something from. And it's on them if they don't watch to the end. Because a lot of times these foolish people won't even get the jewel you're trying to drop because it's in the middle or towards the end. So these people don't understand the concept of listening to something all the way through. Okay, it might have not have resonated with a few people and they clicked off, and that's fine. But it's not going to be like 8 out of 10 people. That might be 1 or 2, because if they initially clicked on your video, then they were interested in it. And most of them will stay for 80% of it, if they real. But if they not real, then they're not going to view it for that long. Like I said, because a lot of times they want to ruin your channel. They want to come into your stuff, click on, click off real quick. They your biggest fans a lot of the times. They're your biggest fans a lot of the times because they're the ones always on your page, viewing all your videos. But one thing about it is, once they come to their senses, they'll come back and they'll view that video all the way through. Because if you initially sparked them to click on your video, you know what I'm saying, they were interested. So what I need you to do is stop viewing your percentage rate. Now, if you want to, that's fine. You know what I mean? But I don't want you to get discouraged and be like, nobody's listening to my video all the way through and I should just stop, or I shouldn't post as much, or I should change. No, you don't change. You post up what you feel is good. You don't change for these people. You might have to do a little bit of adjustments, but at the same time, if they don't resonate with what you're saying, then that's their fault. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have clicked on it in the first place, because why did you click on it in the first place if you wasn't resonating with it? You know what I mean? Something in your heart or your mind told you, click this video. This video is for you. So what I need you to do is never get discouraged because your viewer rating is down. You know, all you need to do is just keep on posting good content in your niche. You know what I mean? But you have to figure out what your niche is. And a lot of the times when you get like 500 views and your percentage rate is low, you got the right idea because you're getting a lot of views, but your percentage rate might be low because of that person was just not a cool person. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, they want to ruin your page a lot of the times, because it don't take, especially on a short, it don't take you much time to watch a short. So if you got a short that's up for 40 seconds, why can't somebody watch that for 40 seconds? It really don't make no sense to me. Now, if you got a long video that's a half an hour and stuff like that, and then somebody might just be like, you know, I watched enough of this, I don't really want to watch it no more. That's a little bit more understanding, because it's a long video and, you know, the engagement was just not there. But at the same time, like I said, that's not going to be a lot of people, you know, if they real. Most people, if they click on your video, they should watch it all the way through. But don't blame yourself for your lower view rating because you got a down arrow. You know, don't think that you're less of a YouTuber or your content sucks or you're not good, because that's not the truth. The truth is, it's not your fault. The truth is, it's their fault. And 8 times out of 10, those people are there just to mess your numbers up. So you keep posting stuff that you like, because you got to have fun. You can't be trying to figure out, oh my God, what do I have to do? I have to change this, I have to change that, I have to change this, I have to change that, because I need people to watch my video all the way through, because I got to get monetized, or you could already be monetized and you just want to keep your numbers high and you see that people are not watching that all the way through. But it's fine. Forget that. Stop watching your percentage rates and just post up videos that you think that people would like. And if they don't like it, then the hell with them. Eventually, over the months and over the years, your viewer percentage rate will go up on that video because more people are going to start to view it, and real people are going to watch it all the way through. All these fakers that come in and they only view it for a certain amount of time, these people are fakers. You know, because a lot of these people that are viewing your videos are YouTubers themselves, and they understand the concept of watching your video all the way through. So, but if you got a lot of videos that got low percentage rates, that means you got a lot of haters viewing your content. And guess what? Those haters love you. That's why they're always in there. That's why they're always in there. They might not view it all the way through, because why? They're haters. They love your content, but they don't like you and what you're establishing and what you're accomplishing on YouTube. And even to the people that don't get that many views and the people that don't get a lot of love on the YouTube page. Also with you guys, you know, if people aren't viewing it or people aren't viewing it for a long time, what you need to do is you just need to keep on putting up videos that you think will be good for your channel. So you don't get discouraged from making YouTube videos, because a lot of people quit because of that. They're like, oh, I got the down arrow, I only got 20% viewed, blase, blase, blase. So they quit. You know, but what you got to understand, you got to create for the long haul. And in the long haul, you know, if your content is decent and it's not total garbage, your ratings and your percentages will go up. So always remember that, man. Do not let these people deter you from what you're doing, because that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. And you got to stay focused on not letting somebody determine what you do. That's all I'm saying. And I hope I'm making sense. Because I know a lot of people are going through this, because I went through the same thing. I would view my ratings all the time after I dropped a video. I would be getting a lot of 6s, 7s, 8s. I even got 9s and 10s sometimes. 10 out of 10. I was like, 10 out of 10, what? All right. But I got a lot of 1s. I got a lot of 2s. I got a lot of 3s. And, my niche is the Bible and the Quran. So I don't see how I could post a scripture up, and one scripture would get a 1, and then another scripture would get a 6. But I guess that's how the system works. When somebody picks you for number 1, or they pick you for number 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, however the YouTube system is, I don't really know how it really is ran, but I've been viewing certain things, and I'm starting to understand how it goes. I've only been on here for a month and a half, so I'm still trying to learn. And I'm still trying to figure out what is going on and how can I do a little better. But now I understand, as long as you're getting views, you don't have to worry about how long somebody watches your video. Because, like I said, after a year from now, when a bunch of people watch it and they start respecting you and respecting the time that you put in for your page, your viewer percentage rating will go up. Trust me. So just keep posting stuff and stop watching the viewer rating, because it will make you feel bad about yourself and about your content, which you should never feel like that. Why? Because you're doing somebody a service that doesn't appreciate your service. So if they don't appreciate it, it's not something you're doing wrong, it's something they're doing wrong. You understand? Yeah, you want people to view it all the way through, but if you still want to be able to put what you want up and what you enjoy doing and what you have fun doing, and also getting them high view time. So that's why I made this video, for you to be strong and encouraged not to quit just because somebody's not viewing your video all the way through. So I appreciate you for listening to this, especially if you're still listening. Thank you, and salute to you, and hopefully I can catch you out on the next couple of videos. Thank you. Have a blessed one.